Welcome to PowerPoint Intermediate Lesson 1. In this tutorial, you will learn how to insert a text box, create bulleted lists, resize a text box, and format a text box. In the beginner's lessons, I taught you how to add a layout to your slides. In case you forgot, if you look up at the ribbon, you will see the word Layout under the Home tab. If I click Layout, you will see all the different layouts. So what I'm going to show you is how to insert a text box into a blank layout. So if I click on the second slide, you will notice there are no text boxes on the screen. Therefore, this is a blank layout. So to insert a text box, I'm going to go Insert, and then I'm going to click on Text Box. Then I'm going to put my cursor on the screen. I'm going to click down with my mouse, and then I'm going to drag the text box and let go. And you will see the text box as it's outlined and rectangular shape. And you also see a blinking cursor, which means you can start typing in text. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you is how to create bulleted lists. If you look at the top of the screen in the ribbon, you will see two buttons. This one says Bullets, as well as this one. These are bulleted lists, and then these are numbered. So depending on your content and what you want, you can choose what kind of bullets you would like. The first thing I'm going to show you is how to insert a bulleted list. So in the ribbon, I'm going to click on this arrow, and you will see all different shapes. And you can select any kind of bulleted list that you would like. I'm going to choose this one, and I'm going to click on it. And then I'm going to start typing my information. Thinnest layer. If I want to add another bullet, I just press the Enter button on the keyboard, and it will move the text box down, and you will see another bullet form. And I'm going to add my second piece of information, outermost layer. So I can continue with a bulleted list, or if I do not want to use a bulleted list, I could use a numbered list. So I'm going to take this out and delete it. And then I'm going to show you what a numbered list looks like. So if we go to the top in the ribbon and click on the arrow, now you see numbers, letters, Roman numerals. You can decide which numbered list you would like. So I'm going to click on 1, 2, 3. So again, I can type in outermost layer, press Enter on the keyboard, and then I can type in thinnest layer. And I can continue, and the text box will move as I press Enter. As you learned in the beginning videos, I'm going to format my text, so I'm going to highlight that text, and then I see the formatting box come up. And I'm going to change the size because I want my audience to be able to view this. So I'm going to select size 36. Now you can see how there's only 2 words on a line. Now you can resize your text box by putting your cursor over either the squares on any of the sides or the circles on the corners, and that will enlarge it. So I'm going to drag, and now you can see I have them on the same line. And so this is how you create a bulleted list, and again, how you can format your text. The next thing I'm going to show you is how to format a text box. So if you right-click on the text box, you will see a variety of options. If you scroll down to the bottom, you will see Format Shape. Click on that, and a window will appear. And you have a bunch of different options, fill options. So You can select no fill, which means that there is nothing behind the text. You can select a solid fill, which allows you to change the background color of or behind the text. So I can change it to a lighter color if I want. I could go to a gradient fill. I can select a preset color that you already learned how to do. I can select a pattern fill, which I can change the foreground color, and I can change the background color. So you can choose any fill that you want. I'm going to choose a fill that doesn't hurt my eyes. So I'm going to go to a solid fill, and I'm going to change the color to white. So that's just one option to format your text box. Another option that you have is you can click on line color, and you can choose to have no line. You could have a solid line, and you can change the color of the line. Or you can have a gradient line, and you can choose from a preset selection. I could also change the line style by clicking on that. I could change the width of the outline, and you will see that the width is getting bigger. And I'm going to go back and change the color so that you're able to see it better. Now I'm going to click back to line style, and not only can you change the size of the outline, you can change the way it looks. You can select a dashed line. So you can choose what option you like best. Another option you can do is click on shadow, and you can change the presets, which if you click on it you can see what it will do. And I'm going to change the color. It's kind of hard to see now. But this is one of your options. You may also click on the reflection button, and you can pick a preset option, and you will see that the text box reflects on the bottom. You can also change the glow and the soft edges. So I can go to preset. Here are some options that I can select from. And I can choose a color. And I can now see the glow, which is the blue by the border. The last thing I'm going to show you to format your text box is you can click on 3D rotation. And you can go to the next to the preset, and you can angle your text box as I showed you in one of the beginner videos. So there's all sorts of ways to format your text box. Again, just to show you how to get there. If you want to format your text box, you can right click on your text box, go down to Format Shape, and here are your options for fill, and then you could go to Line Color, Line Style, Shadow, Reflection, Glow and Soft Edges, 3D Rotation, and there's a bunch of other things that you could do to format this text box. Now it's your turn to go insert a text box into one of your slides and make some formatting changes so that I'm able to see that you understand what to do. Again, please refer back to the PDFs if you need assistance.